Why it's a great idea to invest in property this year. Well, it's always a great idea to invest in property. Welcome to NGONYAMA Lifestyle Estate. We've got hectares and hectares of land here in our farm, and this very soon will be a gated estate comprising of about 140 units, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, double, triple stories, double, triple, quadruple garages. I'm looking forward to be seeing the type of homes that a lot of our investors will be building here. Our land or vacant stands start from 250 squares, 300 squares upwards. A lot of the prime vacant stands that are next to a river that cuts across this estate, those are already sold out. But we still have some stock that is available for you. So let me say half of the estate is already sold out. Investments are starting from 200,000 rands. That's a little under 200,000. So that's about 195,000 rands. Why am I talking about property? Get in touch with EKASINobleProperties.com. I'll put a link in the description. Because it's always the best investment you can ever make. Property appreciates every time. I've been working and living in Rosebank over the past decade. And when I started living and working in Rosebank about a decade ago, I remember we were offered one of our neighbors' house at Massive Metro. And the going price at the time was just a little under 3 million. They were asking for 3 million, but they could take 2.8 million because the previous offer they had received from somebody was 2.5 million. Well, they could even take 2.6 or 2.7 million. We didn't buy that home. We didn't buy our neighbor's house. By Keys Avenue in Rosebank, where there used to be First Thursdays. For those who live in Rosebank, if you go now, you are going to see brand new apartments by Keys. If you go up Keys Avenue, they're called the Galleries. I think they've got over 100 units there. The people that built those apartments bought that land from the lady who was selling to us, and we didn't buy. I regret why we didn't buy. And she just sold now during COVID. And the Galleries, all of that entire development was built right in front of my eyes during COVID-19 lockdown. It's done now. People are living there. But you know how much they bought that land? Actually, they bought a double stand. But you know, we were offered one of the homes. But let me tell you how much they sold one of the homes for to him. Well, to the developers. They sold it for more than double that amount of money. So they sold for almost 8 million. I could be mistaken. Could be a little bit less than that. Could be about 7 million. But these are people who are selling to us 7 years ago, 8 years ago, for just 3 million. They were able to sell that almost 3 times the price. And a developer came, saw an opportunity, bought that land, rezoned it. There's the Galleries now. There's apartments. There's over 100 apartments, people living there now. One had an opportunity to buy, but one didn't buy, and one regrets it. So whenever you get an opportunity to buy land, buy it, because God is not making any more. And what are the factors that will be driving the property market value this year? Let me say it's always a great idea to invest in land. But one of the things as well, according to this article by easyequities.co.za, latest article that just came out now, early December, one significant factor that I believe will drive the property market in 2023 is the growing trend of remote work, which has become increasingly popular since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. As more and more people realize that they can work effectively from anywhere, there is likely to be increased demand for properties that offer flexible working arrangements. This could manifest in several ways, such as increased demand for homes with dedicated home offices or properties with communal workspaces. Additionally, the trend towards remote work could lead to more people relocating to areas outside of the major cities. As the other video I was talking about, the guys in Limpopo, guys in the Eastern Cape, guys in KZN, and people are building emakhaya. While when upadlile like Johannesburg, ubhiza uhlanyiswa ama-waterfall, ubhiza uhlanyiswa i-groove every weekend. Iintanga zakho, they drive back home every weekend or every month end. They are building. They are buying land and they are building mansions and mansions. So we are more likely to see that increased trend of people moving outside of major cities and even developing where they come from in their villages. We've already seen a lot of people are renovating their old 4-roomed houses, Ekasi. And that's another advice that I'd like to give you. I've done a lot of videos on it, and I'll still reiterate and emphasize on it. Take your old 4-roomed house, rezone it, speak to the municipality, Ekasi. Some of you guys don't even need that much permission. It's not going to take even a long time. It's not even going to be expensive. And then just get a loan, Nabantwana Bagini, because that's a family home. And renovate that home, turn it into an 18-room, 20-room, 22-room, 24, 25-room. Depending on how big the space is, include some parking there, give them some nice little stove, a shower, give them a Wi-Fi, a secured area. They've got their nice parking. You've renovated your old 4-roomed house. You've turned it into an asset that brings in passive income every month for the rest of your life with you and your siblings. And then you can repeat the process and buy other dilapidated 4 rooms in Ekasi. And you can renovate them and make money off of them. Now, the shift towards remote work could lead to increased demand for properties with good internet connectivity and other amenities that support a remote work lifestyle. In summary, the trend towards remote work is likely to be a significant driver of the property market in 2024, with increased demand for properties that offer flexible working arrangements, good connectivity of the internet, and other amenities that support a good remote work lifestyle. It's always a good idea to buy land. That's why I came on board and I partnered with Ekasi Noble Properties, because I know that land is not going anywhere. Land will forever appreciate in value. And I'm glad for having taken that decision. Although it takes a while, there's processes where you have to deal with the municipality, but it's always worthwhile. And it's always a great decision to make, because even if you're not going to make money off of it yourself, you've made a decision to at least acquire some vacant land for the future of your children. Even if, sadly, let's say, maybe you pass on even before building, at least you've left your children with some land. Or you've left your children with some properties, or property at least. So that's my advice to you, to say, property is not going anywhere. It's a great idea to invest in property. It'll forever be a great idea to invest in property. But if you can, try as much as you can to do as much research as possible before you invest in anything, including us at ekasinobleproperties.com. Look at the details, and you can get in touch with us on 079 275 8821. Look at the opportunities that we have here at NGONYAMA Lifestyle Estate. Hectares and hectares of land. Purchase yourself some stands and build on them. Bond them with the bank, build on them, sell those houses, or build on them, put in some rent, get some rental passive income for the rest of your life, or turn it into an Airbnb. That is my advice to you. But you never go wrong with property. It's always a great idea to go property. Danko!